Hi guys, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So yes, I'm at my sewing machine. I need to figure out my setup when I come over here because it's really dark. It looks really dark and gloomy on the camera. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, my 4 kitchen and lounge room lights on. I have the sewing machine light on and I have a desk lamp that I've been moving around everywhere. So I should probably try doing it during the daytime when it's brighter in here. Might be the best thing to do in the future. Anyway, I am on for a scrap busting video. So I have been collecting all of these bits that I've been cutting off of the edge of papers. So I think last time we did a scrap bust with these with the paper ruffles. Well, this is going to be a similar one, and I've seen this done plenty of times on YouTube by all sorts of different people. Cannot remember the name of the person who I saw a photo of this last time, which is terrible of me because I usually do put any links below. But I have seen Bonnie from Bonnie and Clive make little paper band-aids out of little offcuts as well, which she uses on tears and that in her pages. So it's sort of like that. But of course you can do them any lengths. So we'll just grab a few out. Now I hate wasting these bits, and this is a way of having them ready to go to use on your embellishments and on your page edges and stuff. So basically it's really hard, this one. You just grab it and you just sew down it and you try out various stitches and stuff. So I've just got a straight stitch at the moment. So you can always change it up a bit as you're going too, if I can figure out how. I've always got to try and remember how to use a silly sewing machine. So now I've just put it onto a zigzag stitch, just to add a bit of interest. And then I'll change it back now to the straight stitch. And that's how hard it is. So what I'll do is keep going with a few more, and when I've finished I'll show you what I've got. I've also seen Deb Ricks do something like this as well. I can't remember if she did it with paper or fabric, but you can do either. I know she had some, I thought they were little material patches that Tim Holtz makes with just some messy sewing on them. So you can do that sort of thing with your paper and material too. So I'm not going to bother cutting it in between. Now it's cool to do some long ones and some short ones. The long ones can go on the side of pages, the short ones can go on your embellishments. So these long ones you could even cut if you need a little bit for one of Bonnie's paper band-aids. So some of these are tea-dyed and some of them are just plain, but what I might do is ink them when I know where they're going. So I might just do a few straight ones and then maybe do a few zigzag. It's a very old book page, that one. Wasn't quite sure. I'll have to be careful pulling that one out. Wasn't quite sure if it was going to just rip it or not. Now, I might do one that's all zigzag with this. Bit of a smaller bit. So I'll just change my stitches and the width. I'll have to try out all the other stitches on here too. I don't even know how to do half of them. Maybe we'll try doing the one that looks like a heartbeat. Let's see how that comes out. That's different. So I'm just going to go ahead, since you can't see much in this darkness anyway, and do a whole heap of these, and then I'm going to come back and show you when I'm done. So I'm back at my desk with this mess of stuff after sewing it all and trying out a few different stitches. I must have a bag somewhere. I've got my scraps organised in, you know, big, medium, little bags. So I must have a bag of little scraps somewhere, which I have to find to do a whole lot of little ones. But for now, we've got these. I'm going to leave a little tail on them because I like the aesthetics. I will, of course, chop it off if I want to when I know where I'm going to put it. So I'll cut all of these apart. Now I'll keep all the bits of cotton that I'm cutting off. Now that I have my handy little bag that Andrea gave me in a Happy Mail, which I thought was a heat pack, but it's actually, what I thought was a heat pack was the part that you put on the table to weigh it down so that the bag doesn't fall off the edge. Got that, sits perfectly on the side of my desk where my sewing machine is. So these threads will probably go in there. Certainly made a mess, didn't I? That one's going to be a bit long, so I'll be cutting that one down. So I hope you're all going okay. I hear there's a shortage of hat elastic in Victoria, which is ridiculous. I know it's hard because you can't preempt what's going to happen, but you'd wish that if the government was going to make a law like you've got to wear masks, that they'd provide them for you. That would be nice. So I went and had a look in the shops here, and our Spotlight was almost, there were only 2 packs left of the hat elastic here in our Spotlight, so managed to find a whole heap more though in Coles, heaps better price too. I just wonder if the quality's the same. I need to get messier with my stitching. I mean, it's definitely not straight and stuff, but I have trouble when it comes to doing the back and forth messy stitching. It's something I'm going to have to practice some more. So I've got a whole lot that are zigzag. I did a whole heap in black cotton, and then I did I even did a ruffle there because I just thought that piece needed to be ruffled. Then I did a whole lot in brown cotton. So it's great to go through and use all different colours. Then I tried a few different stitches. This piece is really old, brittle book page. I'm surprised that that went through the machine all right. Some with straight stitch. Looks like my heart's doing all right today. I was going to do the flat line one where it just has a little blip here and there. Oh, that's sort of like a flat line, isn't it? Don't mind me. Must have eaten too much chocolate before. So they're really cool. It just transforms that blank piece of paper. So if you've got a page in your journal, you can just stick that on the edge. Even better, ink them up. So what I've done is grabbed a couple of the colours of ink that I think I might be using for some projects soon. Now I know with this one I probably want to do the brown thread. So let's just give this a bit of colour. I love this colour. Which one's this one? Is the peeled paint. It's an oxide. So yes, I've just been out doing a bit of shopping. I had some cupboards delivered this morning. I went on a marketplace again, and there are a couple of office cupboards. They're basically 2 filing drawers down the bottom and then 2 shelves up the top, and I thought how handy would that be
for storing papers and that. So I'll go on, say, yeah, I'd like I measure my car to the measurements. I think, oh, I reckon it will just squeeze in on the back seat. Then she says, did you measure how wide it is, you know, when you open your door to fit it in? It's like, oh, bugger. So I measured that and it looked like it'd be all right, but she wasn't so sure when I told her what sort of car I had, so she offered to bring it over for a few dollars extra, which was very nice of her. So grabbed those this morning. Now I don't want to ink on that paper, but I'm going to run some ink on this one, I reckon. So now I've just got to make room in my house somewhere. It's pretty well full of bookcases now for these 2 filing cabinets. I can always find room in my room once I tidy it up. Oh, that looks nice. Just do the edges as well. So I did that and then headed down the street. Bit of shopping for myself and my son. Posted all my letters. Thought I'd get my craft on a bit before I do the dishes, which I haven't done yet. That looks really nice, actually. Really like that colour. So let's see how that's going to look. So that just really transforms it, doesn't it? Having a bit of ink on there. So that'll look lovely. That one, I might even chop that one in half and make it into 2 little bits for some envelopes or something. So, and then I've got my walnut stain. Hang on, this is my ink, this is my oxide. Not that it really matters. So now, do we want to do a black one? I might do this one with the brown. Didn't realise this was 2 pieces. They must have been folded over. Yeah, it looks like it's a book page folded. That's all right though. So the inks and oxides are just a great way of colouring up the pages a bit if you haven't dyed them. That one like that, and then I might grab another one. It's another brown one. Get this one. And colour him up a bit. Later I must get on with my envelope for my envelope challenge in the group. I always leave things till the last minute. I've got my other challenges to do as well, but I'm going to try and incorporate them as usual. Oh, and a massive hello to all my new subbies. Thank you for joining in. I'm nearly at the 700 mark, so I think I've got 10 to go now, so that's great. Much appreciate the support. So I think that's enough inking. You don't want to see me doing that all day. So then that'll sit on the side of a page probably as well. Looks quite nice. In the top or bottom. And then we've got that one as well. It's nice with the serrated edges, something a little different. So that's a whole heap of those, and as I said, I can cut them down and use them for your paper band-aids, as Bonnie calls them. I'll put them on smaller embellishments as well, so I've got a whole heap of those to play with now. So that's it for this scrap buster. Keep it short and sweet. Take care everyone, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.